When life feels chaotic, how can we get back in control? Well, today Hello Mornings writer Jen Schultz suggests that maybe control is the last thing we should be focusing on. Hey, my name is Kat Lee, and you're listening to the Hello Mornings podcast, where my goal is to help you begin and build a life-changing morning routine. Now, each episode of this show is designed to inspire you in one of the three key areas of a great morning routine, and those are God time, plan time, and move time. Now, if you're not familiar with Hello Mornings, I'd love to invite you to head over to hellomornings.org to download our 3-minute morning routine and watch our mini workshop that explains how you can have an amazing morning routine in just 3 minutes. Now, today we're talking about how we often want control in the midst of chaos, but what we need is something entirely different. And this episode is written by Hello Mornings writer Jen Schultz. I'm supposed to be writing today about why the benefit of maintaining a Bible study in hectic seasons as well as the calm seasons is beneficial. And here I am at the 11th hour completing my task because I'm in a season that's chaotic. Honestly, we've all probably felt this way more than not since this pandemic began, right? Our sense of order and control went out the window at the first lockdown, at least here in my world. Note that I use the sense of order and control a bit tongue-in-cheek because that ideal is really just that, an ideal. Control is an interesting idea. Webster's defines it as 1. The power to influence or direct people's behavior or the course of events. Or 2. A group or individual used as a standard of comparison for checking the results of a survey or experiment. Well, in reading this definition, it is very clear to me that I am not the one who is or should be in control. I'm just not that powerful. And as I dig a little deeper into this concept of control, I realize I have no real desire to be responsible for the long-term success of events. I'm just tired thinking about it. I have to fight day by day to just try to manage my health and raise my children and hopefully make dinner. It doesn't sound like much written out like that, but taking care of myself is a full-time job. Undoubtedly, your life is different. Maybe you are a teacher trying to make sure students feel safe, are not hungry, and learn. Maybe you're a first responder and life literally hangs in the balance. You could be serving in our armed forces. You could be part of the clergy. You could be someone's grandparent or sibling or friend. All of us have many titles and many jobs. Being in control is not one of those hats we wear. Looking into this more fully, I've come to the conclusion that it's not control we crave as individuals, it's structure. Structure is defined as the arrangement of and relations between the parts or elements of something complex. Or 2, the quality of being organized. Being part of something bigger is absolutely where I land. If we're talking about organization, I'm your gal. I absolutely have that quality, but please do not ask me to be in charge unless you really want to talk about chaos. So how is understanding the difference between these two things connected to us being in the Word each day? Why is structure versus control significant, especially when life throws task after task at us? Well, precisely because in those seasons of chaos, we still need to carve out that time to be still. We need to be able to just stand while the world churns on around us. Even in the busiest times, those times where we feel like everything is so important and there's not enough hours in the day, we need that time to breathe. We must realize that it is His breath in our lungs, that it's His plan we're moving forward with each day. Jesus was increasingly busy as He moved toward the end of His life, but still, He made time to connect with God. Mark 1:35 says, "And rising very early in the morning, while it was still dark, he departed and went out to a desolate place, and there he prayed." Now, I don't know about you, but I try so hard to walk a path that is reflective of Jesus' time on this earth. And I fail often, but every morning offers new mercies, Psalm 143:8. Because I am a failure with so many earthly things, I have made certain to create a structure of having that time with God each day. I need to be reminded of my place and its importance in His kingdom. When we build the structure of having daily time with God into our days, an interesting thing happens. We begin to crave that spiritual connection. Just like our physical bodies need nourishment, our spiritual selves need to be fed. And I don't know about you, but no matter how busy my days get, I cannot go very long without giving my physical body what it needs. And now that I've built the structure of my day to include daily time with God, I can absolutely see the difference in my days that I neglect to feed my spirit. Whatever season you're currently in, be it the 11th hour days or those days you're able to linger in God's Word, carve out that time. Create that structure. Feed your spirit just like you do your body. You will not regret it. This episode was written by Hello Mornings writer Jen Schultz. Now, do you want to learn more about beginning and building a morning routine? Well, just head over to hellomornings.org and download our 3-minute morning kit. It's going to give you everything that you need to get started. And friends, if you're enjoying this podcast, I would really appreciate it if you'd consider leaving a review on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you listen to the show. My name is Kat Lee, and I'm so grateful that you've joined me today. I hope that I've inspired your mornings so that you can begin waking up for your life and not just to your life. I'll see you on the next episode of the Hello Mornings podcast.
It's early in the morning, the house is quiet, but I've set aside this time for you. I bow before the throne of a noble king, and in this place my heart begins to sing. It's gonna be a God day filled with His grace and sweet new mercies. May my thoughts obey Jesus to walk in His way by His Spirit with each breath that I take. It's feeling like a God day.
This song is called God Day by Jen Stanbro. You can get your copy at iTunes, Amazon, or jenstanbro.com.